Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at the remainder of the November 2020 final examination from our school. Okay, at this point we have answered question 1, question 2, we're busy with question 3. I think we stopped at question 3, no? Alright. So at this point, we spoke about subtract. Subtract means to say minus 3a squared plus 5a minus 4 from the sum of. Whatever follows from, you write first. So we had to add negative 3 plus 4a squared to 6 minus 7a. Hence what we have in brackets here. And we have to subtract it with 3a squared plus 5a minus 4. So we said, whatever follows a negative, you must put it in a bracket. So in other words, I didn't need this brackets there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like terms here. So it's 4a squared minus 3 plus 6 is what? 3 minus 7a. Not so? I could have said 3 plus 4a squared minus 7 is the same thing. Now to get rid of the brackets, I multiply that up. So to give you negative 3a squared minus 5a plus 1. Okay, any confusion there? No? So what do I do now? Like terms. Not so. So at this point, 4a squared and negative 3a squared is like terms. 3 and a 4. And negative 7 and negative 5. So what's 4a squared minus 3a squared? It's a squared. Not so. What's 3 plus 4? 7. And minus 7a minus 5a is negative 12a. Or I could have written it as a squared minus 12a plus 7. Okay. The next sum. Question 3.2.1. We are told that if x is equal to 2.5, y is equal to negative 1, and m is 2, determine the value of the following expression. Remember this without use your calculator. Okay? So, x is what? 2.5 minus 1. Why do I have a bracket here over the negative 1? Because the negative times the negative has to be a positive. Okay, so it's going to be 2.5 plus 1. And what is 2.5 plus 1? 3.5. Okay, you all agree with that? In question 3.2.2, question 3.2.2, what you note here is that you got 3xy, so that is 3 times x, which is 2.5, times y, which is negative 1, plus negative 2. What's your y? Negative 1, so I must multiply it by negative 1. Raised to the exponent m. Now what is m? 2. So from here, this is a matter of simplifying. I'm going to change that to an improper fraction. So it's going to give you 3 times, that is 5 over 2, times negative 1. At this point, I'm going to sort inside the bracket out first. So negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2 squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify this here. So that is, you're going to get 3 times, that's 5 over 2, times negative 1. Okay? So there's no denominator other than one thing. So positive times negative is a negative. Nothing can cancel these. So it's 5 times 3. It's 15. Times 1 is 15 over 2. What is 2 squared? 4. But that's 4 over. What's your LCM here? 2. So this must be multiplied by? So it's negative 30. Multiply this by 2. Negative 15. Okay, my mistake. So it's negative 15 over 2 plus 8. So what's negative 15 plus 8? Negative 7 over. Sorry about that. Do you guys understand? Any confusion? No? In question 3.3, the question says find the value of P if P is equal to 7n minus 6. N is equal to 2m plus 3 and F is 9 over 7. Okay? So of course, if you're going to substitute N into that equation, it will become a very big one. In that expression. Then it's going to become very big, but in terms of M. So I can do both ways. So let me first show you the easier way, which I think will be the easier one. Is to first substitute M into there. Once you got the value of N, then you substitute the value of N into there. You guys understand? Yes. So we're going to do that method first. So N is equal to 2. What is your M value? 9 over 7 plus 3. So that simplifies. That's over 1 over 18 over 7 plus 3. What's your LCM here? 7. So that's going to give you 18 plus times by 7. 21. 21 is going to give you 39. So in other words, N is 39 over 7. Not so? So we do that substitution now. P is equal to 7 times N. And what is N? 39 over 7 minus 6. That's over 1, so that cancels. So you're going to give you 39 minus 6, which is 33. So the value of P is 33. Alright? Azra? You finished with your work?
I took a picture of the book on the page.
Okay, so you could have done the other way, but if you had substituted N first, so P is equal to 7, N is what? 2m plus 3. You all agree with that? Minus 6. You multiply this out, I'm going to get 14m plus 21 minus 6, which is 14m minus plus 15. So that is P in terms of M. Now we can substitute the M in. So P is equal to 14 times 9 over 7 plus 15. That's over 1. 7 going to 7, 1, 7 going to 14, twice. So it's 2 times 9, which is 18. And 18 plus 15 is 30. You got me 9. 33. What was the answer in the previous sum?
33.
Okay, this way is not so bad. Not so? Not so bad. I thought it's going to become much, much bigger. But the sum is not that bad. Okay? So either way in the exams, as long as you apply the rules of mathematics properly, you should get the same answer as the next person. Okay? Doing a different method. That's what makes math so easy. There's many ways of doing the same thing. Huh? Those of you who want to become maths teachers? Yes. How many of you want to become maths teachers? Only 2. You lied to me. Not today.
She can try.
I know, but there's a day that she lied to me.
Oh, the phone.
Yes.
No, there's a book.
Oh, there's a book. But yes, we need maths teachers, né? That when you guys are teachers, the students will be different. Okay? They won't be like you people. They will be students that does their homework, that wants to do well in maths. No? They do it. Yes, So if you keep on practicing, you keep on practicing all the time you get to grade 12, you should be okay. Sorry? Prime? Boring. Come on, high school. Right. Suffer. I'm okay. Okay. People, the question says, find an expression in terms of x for the length of the carpet needed from A to B. So in other words, the carpet is going to go like that. You have seen the staircase already, no? Yes, the staircase that is carpeted. No? So, from A to B on the flight of stairs below, the vertical measure is x plus 2, which is the rise, this part here, no? The vertical. It's x plus 2. Whilst the horizontal is 2x minus 4. If you had seen the stairs, people, you will see that this all would be equal in length, not so? And that there again is equal in length. Okay? Not so. The question says, find an expression in terms of x for the length of the carpet. So in other words, the length will be equal to 2x minus 4 plus 2x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4 plus x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4 plus x plus 2 plus, and so on and so on and so on. Not so. But how many x plus 2's are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 x plus 2's, not so? So it's 4 into x plus 2. How many 2x minus 4's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 times 2x minus 4. Can you see? Instead of having that long sum, we just do it like this. So what do we do first? We say it's going to be 4x plus 8 plus 5x, which is 10x. 5 times 2x is 10x minus 20. So 4x plus 10x is 14x. 8 minus 20 is negative. Okay, any issues here? Any problems? You all understand? Right. For question 4, in question 4 we are told, consider the following set of numbers. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's no 7, there's 8, 9, 13, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 25 and 26. Use only the given list of numbers above to write down all the numbers that satisfy each of the following criteria. The largest prime number. So if you look at this here, those are your prime numbers. Why are those your prime numbers? Because they only have 2 factors, namely 1 and itself. The highest is 17. Next, the factor or factors of 16. So what are the factors of 16? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Not so? But they must be greater than 10. So it can be 8 or, no, not 8, it's only 16. So yes, 16. If 16 was not there, there was no factors greater than 10. Why? Because that's only from the numbers given. No? Makes sense? So that is 16. The multiples of 4, which is also a multiple of 5. So the multiples of 4 and 5 is going to be 20. 4 and 5? The next one is going to be? The next one would have been 40. The next multiple of 4 and 5 would have been 60 and so on. Not so? But from the set of numbers given, 20 satisfy that condition. Not so? This is the largest perfect cube. What are perfect cubes? 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 3 cube is what? 27. 4 cube is 64 and so on. So the largest perfect cube, smaller than 9. It's 8 and 8 is it. Okay. A multiple of 7 is also the square root of 114. 21. Okay, you all okay with that, people? Any confusion thus far? No? Now we're looking at 4.2. The question for 4.2, we are told the prime factors of 252 and 360 are given as follows. These are prime factors. Okay? You know how we get this, no? Yes. Use the information given to find the highest common factor. So the condition for the HCF, the highest common factor, the condition is the base has to occur in all of it, and we take the lowest. So the base that occurs in all of it is 2 squared and 2 cubed, so the lowest is 2 squared times 3 squared and 3 squared are the same. It's 3 squared. Is 7 in both? No. Is 5 in both? No. So in other words, it's going to be 4 times 9, which is? So 36 is the highest or the biggest number, the largest possible number, that can divide into 252 as well as 316 without a remainder. Make sense? And that is your highest common factor. Okay? Yes? I thought you were going to ask me a fantastic maths question now. Okay, go make it. Right, 4.3. If the factors of 3x is 1, 3x and 3x, write down the factors of 7y squared. So 7y squared, the factors thereof, it's going to be 1 can be divided between both. 7 yes. 1y squared or y. 7y. Not so? And 7y squared and 7y squared. All agree with that? Why is that factors? Because it can be divided by 7y squared without a remainder. Alright, you guys understand? Alright, next. 4 point. Okay, this is bringing all of this stuff. 4.4. Express 1,728 in products of its prime factors by completing the given ladder alongside. Copy and complete the ladder in your answer book. Okay. So, as we know, we're going to divide it by prime numbers only. So 1,728 divided by 2. 2 goes to 16, 8 carry 1, 6, 8, 6, 4. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So 8, 6, 4 divided by 2 is going to give you 4, 3, 2. Not so?
Yes, sir.
Which is that? Did I divide it again by 2? It's going to give you 2, 1, 6. Correct?
Yes, sir.
2 and 6 divided by 2 is 108. Divided by 2? It'll give you 54. Divided by 2? 27. 27 divided by 3? 9. 9 divided by 3? 3. 3 divided by 3? 1. So in other words, 1,728 can be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twos. So it's 2 to the 6 times 3 cubed. And that's products of its prime factors. Okay. The next question says, using the products of the prime factors above, determine. So you must use this answer here. Instead of saying using the prime factors above, what could they have also said? If they didn't say this here, using the prime factors above, what could they have said instead of that? They could have said, did you hear about this here? Hence. Hence means to say you must use what was calculated before. You guys understand? So hence, determine. So that would have been the cube root of. Now, yeah, the equal sign belongs here. So 1728 is 2 to the exponent. 6 times 3 to the exponent? 3. Which is what? 2 to the 6 divided by 3 times 3 over 3. Which is 2 to the, not 3. 2 is. Times 3 to the? And what is 2 squared? 4. Times? And what's 4 times 3? 12. So the cube root of 1728 is 12. You can check this on you. Okay, you guys are not allowed to use a calculator in the exam. We're not allowed to use a calculator, but I can show you. That is 1728. Understand?
Yes, sir.
And the last question here with regards to question 4, it said, what must 1728 be divided by to make a perfect square? People, is this not a perfect square? No. This is a perfect cube. It's a perfect cube. What makes it a perfect cube? You can, because you can take the cube root of that number without decimals. Okay? Or we can say that, yeah, without decimals, or the cube root of that number will be a natural number, or an integer at least. Okay?
Yes.
Because you're making it perfect cubes. That's also not correct, because you could have had perfect cube decimals as well. So that's also not fair to say. So the perfect cube is, the cube root of that could have been taken. Okay. You all okay with that, people? So, if that was the number, for the perfect square is 1728, can be written as the square root of 2 to the 6 times 3 to the 3. That is what 1728 works out to be anyway. Not so? Right. So, if I apply the perfect square here, or the square root here is going to be 2 to the 6 over 2 times 3 to the 3 over 2. Where this is going to give us 2 to the 3 times. Now can that be taken there? No. So this has to be what? It has to be an even number. It has to be an even number. Not so? So it says, what must 1728 be divided by to make a perfect square? So to get an even number out here, I must divide 3 to the 3 over 3. If I divide it by 3, what am I going to get? 3 squared. Not so? Is 3 squared a perfect square? Let's check. If I had the square root of 2 to the 6 times 3 to the 2. So that will be 2 to the 6 over 2 times 3 to the 2 over 2. Which is 2 cube times 3 to the 1. So is that a perfect square now? Yes. So therefore, divide by 3. Therefore, divided by 3. Does it make sense, people? Okay. So it will then be a perfect square. Okay. In question 5, the question says solve for x in each of the following equations. 5.1, what do I do first here? What do I do? Divide by 3 both sides.
Yes, sir.
So x is equal to negative
12.
12. You all okay with that?
Yes.
The next question. Definitely x is one side, numbers the other side. Not so? Okay, the other way, bring that 3x that side. You could have done it the other way, doesn't matter. So this will simply read 2x minus 3x is equal to 12 plus 8. So what's 2x minus 3x? Negative x. So you all okay with that?
Yes.
Right? 12 plus 8? 20. Now what? Divide by negative 1 both sides. So x is going to be negative 20. Any confusion? You can test it as well. No? Whenever I say x, I put a negative 20. What's 2 times negative 20? Negative 40 minus 8? Negative 48. How can it be 30? You say 12 plus 3 times, now I'm putting negative 20 on the left hand side. So that's going to give you 12 minus 60. And 12 minus 60 is negative 48. Can you see? So the equation is balanced. So yes, I'm correct. But look at the previous sum, same story. X is negative 12. What is 3 times negative 12? Negative 36. Can you see that, people? Right. A number divided by 8 is 5. What is the number? 40. So x is 40. Now, so you didn't know that, which you didn't, it's about the sounds of it. Remember, this is naturally over 1. What's my LCM here? 8. So I multiply this by 8 over 1. This by 8 over 1. So that cancels. So x equal to 5 times 8, which is? 40. Okay. Look at the next one. What needs to be done first here? Brackets. You will say 4 minus 3 first.
Yeah.
You all agree with that?
Yeah.
No. Why not? Brackets first. Brackets first. You understand? Put miss here. Do the brackets first. So it's going to be 4 minus 3x minus 3 is equal to negative 5x plus 10. You would agree with that? Now what? Well, numbers one side, x is the other side. So it's going to be negative 3x plus 5x. You all agree with that?
Yes.
Equals 10 minus 4 plus 3. Now what? What is negative 3 plus 5? Positive 2. So negative 2x plus 5x positive 2x equals 10 minus 4. 6. 6 plus 3? 9. Now what? Divided by 2 both sides. So to get x on its own, whatever the coefficient is of x, you divide it both sides. So x is equal to? Okay, do you guys understand? Any confusion? No? Yes? Sorry? Ring now. Stay here, guys. We will machine when you go. People, the next one. 5.1.5. What am I going to do here? What are we going to do here, people? Skip. You skip that sum. No, why not skip this? Why not? Must be wanting to get all the marks we can get. Sorry? What do you say? Does nobody have an idea what to do? Okay, if we look at the sum here. What do you notice in the numerator? Same. So what is 7x cubed plus 3x cubed? 10x cubed over 2x squared equals? Now what? Now we can simplify the side. Can you see that? So 2 goes into 2 ones, 2 go into 10?
5.
It's 5. 3 minus 2 is? 1. Now what? Divide by 5 both sides. So therefore x equal to? Okay. You guys understand? Okay, so you guys not going to leave it out in the next exam. Okay. You could have. It would have simplified into, if you're going to separate it, it's going to simplify into 7x cubed over 2x squared plus 3x cubed over 2x squared, which is what you have. Then you would have 7 over 2x plus 3 over 2x, which is 10 over 2x, which is 5x, which will give you the same answer. Girlfriend, don't mess with the pics. Okay, let's just finish this up quickly so that we can put this paper behind us. For homework, I'm going to send you the next paper. Okay, I want you guys to do the paper 1 in that question paper, okay? But I will put it in the caption. Just look at this here quickly. So I'll run through this. We are told Aaron runs 81 kilometers in 3 days. Okay? So you take the first day plus the second day plus the third day equals 81. She runs 4 kilometers further on the second day than on the first day. So if she ran X, so we say let the first day be X. Okay? So it will be X. In the second day would be what? X plus 4. And 10 kilometers further on the third day than the second day. So 10 kilometers longer or further than that day. So what would that be? X plus 4 plus 10. How far did Aaron run on the first day? So in other words, if I've solved X, I've done the job. So X plus X is 3X. 4 plus 4 is 18. 8 plus 10 is 18. So it's going to be 3X is equal to 81 minus 18. 81 minus 18 is 7613. 63. Now what? Divide by 3. Therefore X is equal to 21. So she did 21 kilometers on day 1. You all agree with that? Yes. And the last question, the bonus question, we are given. Complete the magic square by making sure that all the rows, columns, diagonals adds up to the same number. So if we look at this here, this diagonal, that's the only full one. So it's going to be 4 over 5 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 5. That gives me 10 as the LCM. So it's 2 times 4 is 8, 5, 2. Which is 15 over 10, which is 3 over 2. So your line sum is 3 over 2. So in other words, that must also add up to 3 over 2. Not so? Right. So you got 3 over 2 minus 7 over 10. Which gives you 10 times 5 is 15, 5 and 1. So it's going to give you 10, it's going to be 3 over 10 here. Can you see that? Now of course, this down here should also be 3 over 2. So it's 3 over 2 minus 3 over 10 minus 4 over 5. Your LCM is 10. It's going to be 15 minus 3 times 2 is minus 8. So it's 11. So it's 4 over 10. Which is 2 over 5. Can you see that? So this across here. So it's going to give you 3 over 2 minus 2 over 5 minus 1 over 5. Again is 10. It's 15. So 3 times 5 minus 4 minus 2. That's going to give you 9 over 10. Correct? Did you guys get that answer? Okay. Sorry? Okay. Okay. I just need to check if I'm on the right track here. I might have made a mistake. You guys can just watch the video and just see how we do that. I know the bell is around. We will enjoy the rest of the day. Don't forget, I'll send the homework to the group. Good morning, class. Okay, so at this point, it is actually correct. So again, that line sum must add up to 3 over 2. Okay. So 3 over 2. So it's going to be 3 over 2 for this line up. 3 over 2 minus half minus 9 over 10 to get this value here. No? It's going to give you an LCM of 10, so it's times 5. 3 times 5 is again 15. Times 5, so it's minus 5. Times 1 is negative 9. So it's going to be 1 over 10. And of course the last one, that line sum should also be 3 over 2. Okay? So it's 3 over 2 minus 1 over 10 minus 4 over 5. So now it gives you an LCM of 10 times by 5, so it's 15. Multiplied by 1, so it's 1. Multiplied by 2, I get 8. So 15 minus 9 is 6 over 10, which is 3 over 2. Okay, that gets you the bonus question in the bag. Alright.